my character Curley is one of Joe Gardner's first students. The first year that Joe Gardner teaches, Curley is the kind of the prize student that sort of takes to the passion that Joe sparks in him. Joe has an immense gift of inspiring other people and rarely using that inspiration for himself. So as an adult, Curley randomly sees his teacher and offers him a chance to pay it forward. And, you know, Curley's now a respected jazz musician, and there's an opportunity for his 8th grade teacher, Mr. Gardner, to be part of this jazz quartet. And Curley's just paying it forward because Joe took a chance on him when he was just a 12-year-older. So that's the role I play. You know, they just simply introduced every character that was on frame and said, okay, what do you think he would listen to? And like, if there is such a thing as music forensics in Hollywood, I want to be that guy. So, and the fact that they paid such close attention to detail even makes it more perfect. Because I was saying like, okay, well, what year is this? Okay. And what time is it? May or da-da-da? Okay, so May of 1990, da-da-da-da. This particular person would be listening to da-da-da-da. But if you're going into a barber shop, chances are the barber wants to listen to music from this period of his life because he was not, like, I was writing in my head character dissertations of like extras, like the person that sweeps the floor of the barbershop room. So that's all I do. Like, making playlists on my Spotify is kind of like my New York Times crossword puzzle. So usually like once a week, I challenge myself to make playlists specifically for one person. And I do the same thing for my DJ set. So that's all I did. They told me who the characters were, and I asked every question under the sun about that character and figured out this is what they would listen to.
Great. Soul celebrates jazz music and may even introduce it to new generations. What does that mean to you personally?
You know, there's in my first memoir, in my book, I explained that I kind of wanted people to make that discovery on their own, because even when I saw my first screening of it with the adults that I saw it with, I didn't let them know that, no, it's not your kids that are going to love this. It's you that's going to need this. And sure enough, like, all of them were kind of wiping their eyes at the end of the film saying like, wow, I really didn't know I needed this, you know? And that's the thing, like, you know, this film is, I feel this is really for adults that need to go back to that space where they were when they were 8 years old and they dreamt of being a piano player, dreamt of being an opera singer, dreamt of being an actor, dreamt of being a pilot or a nurse or a doctor. Like, anyone that had that dream, this is for them to return to that place. The story of Soul at its heart is, you know, it answers the question, or poses the question, what makes you you? However, you know, between Joe Gardner and 22, I almost feel like Soul could be the updated version of the Wizard of Oz, because Joe Gardner is the person that had a spark and had a flame, and somehow his passion turned into a job and it turned burdensome, and it wasn't happiness for him. And Tina Fey's character, 22, you know, it's kind of, she's intellectual, but she uses her cynicism and sarcasm as a mechanism of defense so that she doesn't have to feel and pursue her passion because she doesn't want to be disappointed. And add to that it's happening in 2020 for a lot of us going through that same thing. This film couldn't have come at a better time. So I guess on the surface, you could say, you know, what happens to a dream deferred? Like, is it too late to get that joy back, to get that spark back? And the answer is absolutely no. It's not too late. I think a lot of us quarantining have rediscovered our passions, you know, rediscovered the joys of reading books, rediscovered learning new languages, rediscovered different ways to cook food, anything that requires creativity. Because at the end of the day, like, creativity is what's going to keep us all alive. Because if not, you know, we'll just be factory machines.
Whew, there he is.
Hey, Curley.
Leon skipping town really put us in a bind, man.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Glad you made it. My boy Bishop said he sat in with you on the set last year in Brooklyn. Said you were great.
Well, you don't have a bar coffee shop.
Hey, Dorothea, this the cat I was telling you about. My old middle school band teacher, Mr. Gardner.
Call me Joe, Dorothea. I mean, Miss Williams. It's a pleasure. Wow, this is amazing.
Joe is Ray Gardner's son.
So, we're down to middle school band teachers now.
Spectacular Magazine. We on the scene.